Oh, hello there, and how are you doing today? Well, my name is Siri. Talking about things too. One thing I bought on recently, an item, it cost me a lot of money to buy, but I bought them. Came with its own sourcing base. Is this Cobra walkie-talkie here? Yep. Well, I've been undone that, and I came across an instant hiker in the area with a cell phone that looked a little bit not too good in that area. I used this, got to the handoff with it. It saved that hiker's life in the nature reserve. And yep, he will enjoy another day. Unfortunately, sad news is a dearly beloved friend of mine passed away today at 10 o'clock in the morning at home. Well, I'm sorry that's sad news for me and that too, but I won't be I'm not mentioning this name in this live stream because of confidentiality and that too. Unfortunately, I know who I'm talking about anyway. Well, I turning around this is called a Cobra walkie-talkie. If you want to take a look at it, a little bit carefully. There's a button down there I push here. I push this little button here. Watch. Listen. You hear the beep? It's on. It's on. Can you guess? Channel 22 here. Yes. Well, I'm going to turn this one on now. There's another one here. It's on the same channel, 22. Okay, let me go. You'll hear it beep. Yes. I've hit the button here. What are you going to hear? Wow. How is that is really bad. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to put this walkie-talkie here. Well, I'm going to put it somewhere where you can see what I'm talking about. Yes. Well, I'm going to put it here, I guess. Well, I'm going to do this here so it won't interfere and keep close to the other walkie-talkie. Will get fed back. I'm going to put this walkie-talkie up here. It's on and powered, yes. And I'm going to come back here now. And you probably see where the walkie-talkie placed it on top of the fridge. Watch out. Here, I'm going to press the pit. This is a pit button here. But another neat thing, it has out. The flashlight. Ah, good thing for that. Good item. I seen them on ham radio before, but not on it. Hello there. Hey, I'm doing a YouTube live stream here, demonstrating the Cobra walkie-talkie. And pretty good, pretty, but within the really frequency very strong here. So it is sounding a bit on the distortion side. Thank you, but that's all, folks. Yes, that's the walkie-talkie there. Hopefully that nobody really means. This is only for demonstration purposes. It's only for demonstration purposes. You know that? On YouTube. And I did this for one reason only. Now, you know what? It comes with a sourcing base, and I had to go up and buy one of those sources, USB sources to plug into a wall socket. So you know what? It'd be good because these are very high frequency. They squeal get too close. So yeah, that is a good thing about. So like it sounds loud and clear in here because I'm only going a short distance. If I went outside and I say, and it got up to 3 miles, so pretty good to interest to have a 2A radio here. Wow, this come very useful at a women's retreat. I leave one in the cabin and one here, and then when I need to say, Rachel, are you up at the cab? And Rachel picked up one. Yes, I am. I'll be right up. Yeah. Anyway, so that will be great for me to know. Well, that's great things, too. that this way, good form of communication. I will bring them with me up to women's retreat in March. That's the only reason I bought them. But another reason I bought them because I know they come in handy. That electrical internet crashed, global World Wide Web crashed all of a sudden for no apparent reason, or crashed due to some very bad, real serious attack of some kind, cyber attack. Whole internet crashed, everything crashed. Cell phone didn't work, this didn't work, 911 didn't work. Well, one thing that will work is this. Why? Because you can go in and use it and transmit with it. Yep, and you still talk. And this way you can relay it to another person, might use a ham radio or have another radio around at the Cobra or no walk. They'll hear it. They'll relay it to the next person walk out, and we could go onwards, forward, more and more and more. So this way people will know exactly to where this way people know who, what is what. Well, now great. Somebody's out in the hallway arguing. Huh? Damn. Yeah. There. Yeah. Yeah, somebody or something. I was waiting. Yeah, somebody's arguing waiting for my door. A man, a lady arguing about, well, me and my grandmother, blah, blah, blah. Typical in the apartment building, too, anyway. Well, typical in this apartment building, which it cost me a lot of money in rent. Anyway, well, I just want to say one thing. The live stream is great. Now, some of you people may be visiting your family on the U.S. side or on the Canadian side of the border. It doesn't matter where you're visiting your family, how are you visiting it. It's a holiday today, and that means I didn't do a radio show today because it's a holiday. Well, the only thing I don't work on statutory holiday. I enjoy them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say something today, too. Some of you people gonna think at this friend having good time, drinking, holding down a few beers and a few spirits and wine and everything else, having a great fun time. But what does happen if you had one of those too many drinks? What happens? You want to take a guess? I can tell you what happens. Well, number one, you get behind the wheel and you start up the vehicle. Start up, driving down the road, and you see the red lights and sirens. And all of a sudden you think you ran over a dog. Then you see red lights and sirens. And guess what? A nice, handsome young cop will come out of that car. Any place, anywhere, anytime in the world. Could be a state trooper. It could be a deputy sheriff. It could be Sheriff Bob and Pat from Anson County. It doesn't matter where you are. Could be, yep, you know what happened? Come out. He said, take off that wrapper. Breathe in the plastic tube. So we take off the wrapper and go, and you are 109 times way over the legal limit to operate. So that your car is being impounded and you going for that, you're getting booked downtown and take you into the cop shop and book you in, and then we're gonna give you a very nasty ticket. And know what else? And very so. And do you know what you did back there? Beside that, besides not the ticket, but not what you did back there. You ran over an innocent pedestrian crossing a street, and he killed him, dead, and he kept on going. And we pulled you over. That's why. People drink and drive. They don't deserve the right to drive. Well, we take you downtown, and we're putting you in jail, and we're going to hold you until court date. Oh, oh no! Why me? Oh, well, and why me, money? You're going down for the count, baby. Oh, count. Click, click. Uncle to handcuff. And I do that, and and the door opens up in the back seat of the cop car, and he go, and what happened? The door go back open, go click, slam shut. They got a nice hard fiberglass seat, and he's sitting there wondering. And the cop gets on his two-way radio and says, "Well, guess what? I got a drunk driver here. What do you want to do? He killed a pedestrian. I got homicide detected here, and he been charged. I charged him with murder on the influence of alcohol. Take him down to the county jail now. Thank you. Over and out. Car. Big 10-4. So down you go into the jail, and you know what happens next? What happens next? Wow. You're sitting there in a county jail, and the employer, calls at home and said, "Where's my best employee today? He's not in at work." And the best employee said, and that too. Then he called the best employee's cell phone in lockup. Police answered, "He's been charged with drunk driving. He killed an innocent pedestrian crossing a road." Oh, what? Tell him this, he fired. Where do you want me to send the pay sector? I'll send it to the county. Put it in the county, put it in the canteen money. Okay, thank you, bye. Click. Just lost. There you go. And then here comes your, and today, and we sit around, wait. Finally, a couple of bad inmates will say to you, this and that. Will pound the shit out of you for breakfast. Okay. And they come in and they walk into their cell, take out. We're going to court today. They see the judge. Here he is here. Going. And the judge in the courtroom looks at him like a court judge. Judge Shirrie Jackson residing here before the bench. How do you plead to running over the drunk pedestrian? And how do you plead for that? I plead not guilty on the grounds of grounds of my drinking and driving. That ain't good enough for you. For that, I'm giving you, for that negligent homicide, failure to remain at scene, on top of failure to remain, you killed this guy, you killed a person, walk out, and top of that, I gonna sentence you to death on electric, sir. You got that death by you be executed on a state electric sale today, or option two, you'll spend the rest of your life in prison with no release, no eligibility for parole. And I say, well, take him away, bailiff. No life, no eligibility for parole. Good. Well, does the defense rest on the matter? That's the defense here. Yes, the defense rests on the case, and he is sentenced to spend this day in jail, left his life, and that's that. Huh. And the first innocent guy goes off to jail, and he gets taken down into below in the bowels of the courthouse somewhere, and you can hear a big cell door click shut with a bunch of rowdy people just had their trial and pissed off for going to jail for life. And a big, huge, honking, big bus pulls into the cell block. In the young bus pulls into the sally port, and on that bus, they put shackles on their feet. They walk you on this bus. They slam you down on a very solid steel chair. No comfort, slam that door shut. And two guards, one at the front, two federal guards, one at the back, guarding you, and they cart you on a bus all the way to, I believe, they cart you along, throw your bag lunch through a window. Here. And they keep carting you, and they reckon drive them out. All of a sudden, the bus pulls up to the prison walls, prison entrance to the big house. And what happens? Well, the bus and doors open, the bus pulls into a big house. Then all of a sudden, it pulls into a big sally port. And it pulls in a big, huge sally port there, where the gate, 2 doors shut on each side, it all lit bright like a warehouse, and several officers in the facility will be standing on each side of it. They open the door, and the guard get up, all you, off the bus now. Boom. They march them off the bus one by one, count one by one, bringing in the admitting and discharge. And what happened admitting and discharge? Wow, think of this one out. While the guy is sitting admitting and discharge, he's going like, he's looking like this. And then I guess, and you killed a person, you got life. We're gonna put you in this. We're gonna lock you up now. We're gonna house you in with the roughest, toughest inmates we have in this prison. And say they go, well, get him to the prison. Now, get him over there. Put him in, cell block X, the worst one we got. Okay, the guy opened the door, cell block X, open door, prison uniform. Said, okay, open this. Well, here's your accommodation, rest of your life. Slams the door, makes the noise, rattle. The other inmate hear this, and they come out, and what did they do? One comes out like this, and he takes something and stabs you in the side with it and pulls it out. No one comes to you, and he pounds the shit out of you. And it happened day in, day out. And next thing you know, you're blinding and white. I just want out of here. I want out of here now. Beat me up. And the judge say, beat me up. And the guard say, oh, I'll get to as soon as I have a cup of coffee here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Time you done. You're going to do anything more? No. Well, think about it. But you know what? Here's the story. The rest of the story is this. If you drink, don't drive. If you want to avoid having inmate have you for breakfast, don't drink and drive. If you drink and drive, this could be you. Remember, don't drink and drive. And also, it's time for word out, time for BIC sponsor BIC there with the information. You know what that is? It comes up in May. This, the Women's Retreat. And you can get reading close. You can read it all here. Just remember, you will enjoy it. And it can't cockwall. So remember, you want to attend there to Women's Retreat. Yeah, let's do it. So remember, attend this, the Women's Retreat. And no men are allowed here, only ladies, and happy adult female. But you know what? Attend it. It's a Camp Cockwall up in the Gonkin Park. You know something? You will enjoy it. Enjoy the Women's Retreat. Come. And if you go to BIC search, and go to any BIC, and they might be able to arrange you transportation. Have a car, just drive up, depending where you're coming. But if you're coming up from the border, you can enter Canada. You're coming up from someplace east United States. You go through the Windsor-Detroit Bridge or the Sarnia-Port Huron. After you've gone through the bridge, proceed up, go past London on the 401 highway, and go out go along it, and then after that, once you get to and go past London, if you drive, well, I'm going to stop in London and have a rest one night, but continue on Highway 2 to Toronto, Ontario. Get on Highway 400 north to Berry. Head north on 400, go past Berry. And then you exit onto Highway 11 from that. Continue on 11 to Burke Falls. Exit at Burke Falls. May want to take in gas at the old school gas station on your way. Proceed along there till you reach the road. Turn on to the high road going to Meadowan. Proceed to on that road many couple miles, and you'll come to the town of McMeadowan, the nice little place on a corner. You want to stop at General Store, get some milk. Then you proceed down, and from there proceed on the road, proceed down Nicholson Road, then come up to a big hill. Go over that big hill. Come down on when right there you'll see a sign to Camp Cockwall. Drive in, park your vehicle, go in the office and check in, get your name badge. And that's how it's done. Don't forget to stop somewhere for lunch on the way. Or dinner on the way, because and get there, check in, you might be a nice lodge somewhere, and you'll be very happy indeed. Yeah, and you enjoy. 3 days are very good worth it. And then when all done, you just do a reverse coming home. Anyways, that's how I get there. And remember, and if you have fault cell service, it may not work in that area. Rogers probably will work with the satellite networks. But you know what? Some cell services may not work up there. Internet ain't good, so just be aware of those things. But fun of being in that good food, good people there. And a nice thing about it, that you can have clean, fresh air. You can leave a big smog city behind for a couple of days. Anyways, just remember, Women's Retreat coming up in May on Friday, and May the 25th, I believe it or not, it is. I think it is. Yep, coming up in the 25th of May, coming up. So remember, if you want to have a good time and you're female, you're looking for a place to go, attend women. If you're a homeless female, you may talk to your worker or talk to a homeless shelter representative or attend Peacemaker Community Church in Hamilton. And love to go, you can do it too. Yep. And we can, maybe Mike Scott and that might help you up, help you with getting you there and back and pay for your registration. Anyways, if you have money, you can do it through a prepaid credit card, like if you have one, like a MasterCard or Money card. Anyway, so, there you go. Think about yourself, but think about how you're going to beautify that with you. Because when you go there, you come back a saint. I have been there. It's so good that you are happy. But, it comes up that time where I got to say, time for me to have my coffee break and get off the airwaves here. So, thank you for listening here to another great edition of Shirrie Alter, a Scoopy on YouTube. And you are very happy, and you'll be happy to listen. I know I had people listen to me last week, 2 of them. Unfortunately, Kate Scott didn't, but the other one did. Well, I'm going to exit here right now. Thank you very much. See you on next one.